Hello and welcome. My name is Anastasia Horashko. I am the international student at HANZE University of Applied Science, and me and my team are thrilled to present you this freshly made talk show, Almost a Local. Today we're gonna talk about social life in Groningen, how is it to date a Dutch person, and how does a typical Dutch person looks like. And it's not gonna be only opinions of our guests, but also we're gonna play some games with them, and we're also gonna have experts to share and tell us what they think about the typical Dutch part. But before we're gonna move on, let's see first how does Groningen look.
Groningen, a busy student city in the northern region of the Netherlands. A small city in a small country with big personalities. The people from Groningen navigate through life by trying to, well, leave, but unlike some people might think, we do have a lot of great things. Like this big tower, this big market, this fish market, and these great walls with deep fried snacks in them. We also have bikes. A lot of bikes. The weather is stone cold shit, so naturally, when there's finally that one sunbeam breaking through the sturdy clouds, the Dutch go crazy. They leave all their tasks behind and don't leave the terrace until the sun sets again. Vitamin D is important, you know. With a remarkably high amount of fresh air, Groningen could be the student city for you. And if you find yourself searching for a study spot in the city, good luck and may the odds be ever in your favor. Groningen, a city that may not thrive with towering skyscrapers, sandy beaches, or the nicest climate, but a city that thrives with spirit. With life. A city that builds on making constant memories with its people, no matter who you are or where you're from. And who knows, within its embrace, you might just find yourself feeling almost a local.
So I hope you enjoyed that short video, and let's move on to our first part of the talk show, which is social life in Groningen. And to talk about this topic, I have here my two lovely guests, Evelyn and Soraya. Please welcome our guests. Hello and welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so could you guys please introduce yourself a bit and tell me maybe how long have you been living in Groningen already?
My name is Soraya. I'm 24 and I live in Assen, but I'm in Groningen 5 days a week.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're pretty often here.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about you?
And I'm Evelyn, and I'm from Taiwan, and I've been in Groningen for 3 years now. Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna like have the deep knowledge because you've been here for a pretty long time.
But
so.
she's a local though.
Yeah, okay, well, that doesn't matter.
Almost
okay.
a local.
Almost a local, exactly. So before I'm gonna ask you about social life in Groningen. First, let's see what people on the street think about that.
Hi, my name is Tanya,
And my name is Anayente.
and we're here tonight to discover how internationals experience Dutch clubs.
Dancing, music, and hookup culture. Let's find out what happens in the Groninger clubbing streets. Hello, I'm standing here next to
Ram.
Ram. And what is a Dutch song you hear a lot going out here?
Doe ik het goed? Papi, 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 papi.
Ik ben kachel en daarom dat ik waggel. Ik loop een beetje scheef.
Dit is een noodgeval.
Help me uit de bra.
Song about Northern Plantsoen, the park. It's like Northern Plantsoen, Northern Plantsoen.
Stof en snaps. Stof en snaps en
Yeah.
stof en snaps.
Drank and drugs.
Can you sing it for me?
Drank and drugs. Something more.
I'm sitting here with Laura.
Simon.
Okay, and guys, how would you say Dutch people dance in the clubs?
I think the floor is too sticky. They kind of get stuck to it and then they just bop up and down.
A lot of fist pumping. Yeah, and no hip movement whatsoever.
Dutch people don't dance too good.
I see a lot of Dutch guys pointing their hands up like that, and they're like pointing up in the air. I don't know what they're pointing to, but like that's their go-to move. Yeah.
I love it.
Hi, I'm sitting here with Lau, and I want to ask you, how do Dutch people flirt? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Dutch girls, I don't know. It's they expect you to go to them.
Really traditional.
Yeah, really traditional, I think. It's not really emancipated, like they don't go to you. It's you have to go to them.
How do Dutch people flirt?
Just as well as they dance.
We don't like that.
Eye contact or like touching, mild touching, obviously. Consensual touching.
They are not very good at flirting at all. Like they don't get signs at all. You have to take the initiative.
They don't really like internationals.
Maybe I will find out later.
We hope so.
Well, I don't know.
do you
I want to ask you, what is the biggest difference between the nightlife here and back at home?
The clubs here are a lot more smaller. They're like very compact.
You have these small places that are just packed with people.
It's a good feeling. It's a good claustrophobic feeling. It's like a pack of sardines.
We've been here at 10 o'clock and the clubs are still empty, and Hamburg, they're already full.
So they club late over here.
Yeah.
I would say there's much more was heißt Stimmung? More people out there with nice
Style,
not style. Was heißt?
spiritual,
Spirit.
open-minded,
Oh,
free-minded.
free-minded. It's perfect.
I think in the Netherlands it's quite safe for women, like clubbing in the clubbing scene. In India it's not that safe. Like I wouldn't feel safe at night in the clubs, but it's really different in the Netherlands and I'm really happy about it. Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
I hope you liked it. Give us a like and subscribe to your. Do you have a YouTube channel?
No.
Still subscribe.
Give us
to
a
your
good grade.
Yes, good grade. A good grade, A plus.
The night has ended and we had a lot of fun learning about the Dutch clubbing culture.
We learned new dance moves, met new people, and gained new insight about the clubbing life.
One last recommendation for when you're hungry and drunk.
Go to the hug. Studio, back to you.
Thank you, Tanya and AJ. That was a really interesting interviews. So, guys, how often do you usually go clubbing?
I don't go that often.
Okay.
No.
Okay, and what about you, Evelyn?
Well, probably like 5 times in a year.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's good. And depends on the workloads that we have here. I guess
Yeah.
it's like enough. Okay, and do you have any favorite clubs that you always like go to?
Well, if I go out in Groningen, then yeah, I have copas.
Okay.
I really like copas.
Why do you like copas?
Because they mostly play Spanish music there,
Oh,
and I really
okay.
enjoy that.
But isn't it like kind of like very like claustrophobic? Like it's
Yeah,
very
it's
very,
very small. It's so crowded. Like that's a disadvantage. But the music makes everything good.
Okay, okay. And what are your favorite club?
For me, I don't really have a preference because I don't live there, or I'm not that familiar with all the clubs.
Yeah.
But I do know every time when my friend invited me to go clubbing, we always will pass through Sunny Beach or something, or those clubs at the same street. But yeah, I don't remember names. So
Okay.
yeah.
So you just go in different clubs in the one night, basically.
Yeah, and the purpose, to get drunk, so you don't really remember the names
Oh.
or where you go. You just get party.
Yeah, because I heard the Sunny Beach is not that good. Like many people say that it's like a lot of negative like feedback about
I
it.
think the reason why I say the name is because I can only remember that name.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
Sunny Beach,
Oh.
So the rest is like.
That's okay now. Don't be
Okay.
too stressed out about
So
that.
I'm just being honest.
Okay, and what clubs you don't like to go?
I will say Palace, but that's because the 18-year-olds are there.
Oh.
And I don't like it.
And music also is how's the music?
Yeah, it's a bit different. It's changed from techno to some Dutch music to Spanish music. I don't know. I don't like the vibe there.
But would you prefer to go to a club that has only like Dutch music playing or something?
Well, it depends how drunk I am.
Okay.
Like if I'm really drunk, I do like Dutch music.
I think you really need to be drunk for Dutch music.
Yeah.
Honestly, so I get it. Okay. And what is your like less favorite club?
Honestly, just club that just, continuously play the same kind of frequent of music, It's like, give me some spice,
Okay, some
Yeah.
spice. Alrighty. And then what is the biggest difference that you notice from like your home country and the club in here? I know that you're not like you are not from different country, but you're from different cities. So how is it different from Assen and Groningen?
Well, Assen doesn't have clubs.
Oh.
We just have pubs, but there are only 40 years old.
Oh, that's
people,
kind of sad.
So that's not really nice. So most people who live in Assen always go to Groningen.
Okay, okay. And what can you tell us the difference from Groningen and Taiwan?
I would say the clubbing culture is quite different.
Okay.
In Taiwan, it's kind of like a way of spending all of your money in the club. Like you have to pay for like a table. You don't really dance. It's like a concert, and then you have like the VIP, like the front, and the performance, and your friends, and you would just like reserve a spot and just sit there, like smoke and
Yeah,
drink.
so you just
So it's not
drink
really like
basically,
a physical
It's not that
clubbing,
active of
but it's
kind
like
of thing.
brain
Mhm,
clubbing.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like mixed between like pubs and clubs, I guess.
Yeah.
Because the
sort
music
of.
probably, how is the music usually? Is it like the club music or is it like more?
Actually, there's very, a big variety between, what kind of music. But as I remember, it's pretty chill. But
Okay.
I'm not also really into techno, so I won't go there. So I
Okay,
couldn't
okay.
give you information.
And do you like guys overall like the clubbing culture here?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Especially Groningen with all the students together. Like it's all kind of a bit the same age. Yeah, I really enjoy it.
Same.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fun.
Okay, so you heard that. You heard which clubs you need to go to and which clubs you shouldn't go to. And I want to thank you guys again for coming today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can you please thank our guests again? Thank you. And before we're gonna move on to our next topic, let's first see the short commercial.
Always dreamt about going to Harvard? Don't worry, we got you covered. At Panze Hogeschool, we care about our students. Education is the key to unlocking one's full potential, and we strive to provide our students with a world-class learning environment. We do not, and I repeat, do not have a housing crisis. Panze Hogeschool. Move your talent, share the world.
Disclaimer: the current amount of available houses in Groningen as of
June 2023.
are
0.
So I hope you enjoyed the first part of our talk show, and now we're gonna move on to the next one, which is dating a Dutch person. And this segment gonna be a bit different from what we have previously, because we're gonna have a game where people on the street saying like some statements about how to date a Dutch person. Our guests will need to guess which statement is the correct one. And please welcome our guests Julia and Anna. Hello.
Hi.
So maybe you could tell me, introduce yourself a bit, and then also really curious, how long have you been dating your Dutch partner?
Okay, so my name is Anna. I'm Brazilian Portuguese, and I came here to the Netherlands with no expectancy to have a relationship. But as I got here, I met my boyfriend, and everything went fine. And we are together for almost 2 years now.
Wow. Okay,
So
that's a really long term.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I just got here and met him.
I think it's a destiny then.
Yeah, right?
Okay, that's
Yeah.
very nice. And what about you, Julia?
Yeah, for me it's kind of similar actually. I'm German Mexican, and I moved here almost 2 years ago now, and I wanted to live the student life, just go out and everything. But then I met my boyfriend in the introduction week.
Whoa.
And like, I don't know, it was all just so perfect. So yeah, I've been with him ever since.
Yeah, so you've been here with him also for 2 years.
Well, 1.5
1.5
years, yeah.
years. But I guess we guys have like an equal, like the term. So that's nice. Because first, so how is it going to be that we're going to show you a question that people on the street said, and then you need to tell me your answer. You're going to earn points for that. There's only in total 3 questions. And then the one who is going to win, the winner, going to receive some small present.
Okay.
So first, let's find out what is the first question is, and please look at the screen.
I'm sitting here next to
Irina.
And to what extent is your relationship with a Dutch person?
To the maximum. We are married, therefore I cannot really come up now, right? Now with a date, something around 10 years.
And being married to a Dutch person, what is the thing that annoys you most about them?
All right, so the question, I'm just going to repeat it again. What is the things that annoys you the most about having a Dutch partner? And the possible answers are A, their dinner time, B, their bluntness, and C, their greediness.
Oh.
You can take your time to think a bit, so don't stress out about that.
I think it's B, bluntness. Maybe?
Bluntness, okay.
Yeah.
I think for me it's like the dinner time because I'm a person that eats a lot, and if we have dinner at 5, then at 9 or something I want to eat again.
Okay, okay. So your answer is A and your answer is B.
Yeah.
So let's see what's the correct answer.
Well, not to make it personal, it's the dinner has always to happen at the same time.
So Anna, you were right about that. I was like, you're so frustrated about it. You're like, yeah, I want to eat at 5. I'm hungry. Like, is it such a big deal actually?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Actually, it is.
And have you tried to like tell your boyfriend that it's like, you know, we should switch it a bit, you know?
Yeah, he's trying to adapt to it, so that's
Okay.
pretty nice. But
Okay.
still, we have to work on that.
Okay, that's very nice. And Julia, would you say that it's actually like that you're also annoyed with the dinner time of your partner?
No, because it fits kind of, I mean, we eat dinner together a lot of the nights and we just adapt to each other's schedule. But at his house, it's always at 7.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. So that's nice. All right. And then let's see what the second question is.
I'm standing here next to
Caro.
Caro. And what is the biggest red flag dating a Dutch person?
So what is the biggest red flag dating a Dutch person? The possible answers are A, if they send you a tiki on the first date, as a very, like, I hear it so many times from internationals. B, if they are in Vindicat or Albertus.
Oh.
And C, if they have a sick Dutch accent.
Oh, I don't think that's that bad. I think the other two are worse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hard to decide between them.
Yeah, like I personally, I think a man should treat a lady
Yeah.
to like the first dinner, but I would still find it more of a red flag if they're a typical frat boy. I don't think everyone that's in Vindicat or Albertus is necessarily like that, but if they're really like this typical frat boy,
Yeah,
I don't know,
yeah,
then that would be the biggest red flag.
And for you too?
I
Or-
think for me would be letter A.
Letter A, so if they send you a
Yeah, like if
tiki.
they send a tiki. Well, I don't mind about that, but the tiki idea sometimes gets a bit too much.
But it didn't happen to you with your boyfriend, or?
Not with my boyfriend.
Okay,
But
okay.
it happens with friends like that they send me a 75 tiki for
Oh.
half a
Really?
drink or something, and I'm like, what?
Okay, so then your
Oh,
answer is
yeah.
A and your answer is B. Let's see what is the real one.
If he's in Vindicat or Albertus.
No go.
Okay, so Julia, you were correct. So now it's the equal amount of points, and the third question gonna decide who is the winner, I guess. Like hopefully it will. So let's see what the third question is.
Hello, I'm sitting here with,
Paul.
and we're gonna talk about dating life. So you said you have kissed a Dutch girl. So what would you describe that in one word?
All right, he was about to spit it out, you know. But the possible answers are A, passionate, B, mysterious, and C, slippery.
Oh.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard to pick, but you know. Remember your experience with a Dutch person, and then you know, just tell me.
Oh my god. I don't want to offend anyone.
Don't worry, we're like, it's not. No, don't worry
I'm
about
gonna
that.
say mysterious.
Mysterious,
Yeah.
all right.
I have no idea.
We have passionate, mysterious, and slippery.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with slippery.
Slippery. I mean, if you want to tell us about your experience, then
No.
go for it. Oh, no, all right.
No.
No pressure right here, so don't worry about that. Okay, so then we have mysterious and sleeper. Let's see the correct answer.
That's a good question. If I only have one word, I would probably say mysterious, because I was very drunk and I kind of don't really remember how I got there. I'm also not sure if it actually did happen, but friends of mine have told me that it did, and I trust them, so yeah, mysterious.
Thank you so much for your insight.
You're very welcome.
Such a funny guy. I just
Yeah.
Okay, so then we can see that Julia is a winner. I'm sorry, Anna, but it still was like, it was nice to hear your input. And you're gonna receive your little present in the back of the studio after this part is over. But we also have a present for you because we really appreciate that you came today and like stood up so early, woke up so early to be here. So you're also gonna receive your present also in the back of the studio. And I want to thank you so much for sharing your experience with dating a Dutch person. We really appreciate that.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much. Very good. And now we're gonna move on to the next segment of our show. So the last part of our show is how does a typical Dutch person look like? And for that we have an interesting concept because we asked people on the street, mostly it's international students, about some stereotypical things that Dutch people do. And we have in the studio our experts, Rose and Maud, please welcome them. Hello, hello, welcome to the studio.
Hello.
Yeah, so Rose and Maud both are Dutch, so we're just gonna confirm with them and see if they truly think that those stereotypes are true or if those are false, so we can get your opinion on that.
Yeah.
And before we move on to that, let's first see the interviews.
Hi guys, we are at the HANZE campus and we're here to find out about Dutch stereotypes through the eyes of the international students.
From cuisine, phrases to looks, we're going to ask it all. Let's go! Hi, I'm standing here next to.
I'm Raymond.
And how do Dutch people sound like?
Accurate, yeah.
I would say like.
Joi, joi, joi.
Good morning.
Great. Als ik zo praat, klink ik dan gewoon ook zo hard?
It's very harsh, yeah.
That sounds so ugly.
I'm sitting here with
Alessia.
And what is a phrase you've heard Dutch people say all the time?
Lekker. It's lekker all the time. That's all I hear.
Lekker.
Lekker en succes.
It's smakelijk.
Ja, toch? Zeker.
Gezellig.
Gezellig.
Dat is wel in jouw probleem. Hoezo?
It's probably something like stuur me een tikkie voor 25 cent.
Neuken in de keuken.
Fijnavond. Fijnavond, right?
As in, good evening. Fijne avond.
Yeah, fijnavond. Yeah.
The one that I've really heard a lot when I cycle is godverdomme, when someone drives in front of the other one.
Godverdomme. Godverdomme.
I'm standing here next to Mathilde. And what do Dutch people typically eat?
A lot of types of sandwiches.
Just plain sandwich that barely has anything to it. Very dry.
Bread and cheese.
A lot of bread, cheese, butter. Bread like 2 times a day at least.
Bread and cheese. Gagelslag, I think. The toast with the sprinkles on it. Edible, yeah. Not the best.
The bread, like, it's like morning, afternoon, lunch, evening.
And of course beers. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So bread, cheese and beer.
Anything that is deep fried.
The Dutch people, they fry almost everything. Frikandel.
Frikandelbroodje.
Frikandel everything. Frikandel pizza, frikandel fly.
Croquettes.
Dutch croquette.
De croquettes.
Croquette.
Kroket.
Kroketten.
Bitterballen and tompoes.
Which one do you like the most?
I don't like either of them. Yeah.
I'm standing here next to
Julia.
and
Paula.
I have a question for you guys. So how do Dutch people typically look like?
So a typical Dutch guy is wearing a white blouse, skinny
blue jeans, having a cigarette in their hand. Hair is covered with gel.
Really tight jeans.
Skinny jeans?
Skinny jeans.
Skinny jeans?
It's the skinny jeans.
Dutch men are really, really basic.
If you would see like three Dutch guys from behind, you couldn't tell who's who.
With Dutch girls, what I noticed is they often wear blazers.
A blazer jacket.
Very wide and often very colorful pants.
Very stripy, colorful flare pants.
More colorful, like the pants are pink or green. I think it's look very bad.
Funny candy necklaces, low Uggs.
Doc Martens.
Cowboy boots. I don't know what's up with that.
Messy hair clipped hair.
The clip in the hair halfway up with that hair clip.
When the pants have like a leopard print or something, then I'm wondering what the intention behind that style was in the first place.
Clearly, there are still a lot of stereotypes about Dutch people, but are those all true?
Luckily, we have two experts at the studio. Anastasia, what do you guys think?
Thank you again for the interview. So, guys, how do you feel overall after seeing such a video about so many stereotypes about Dutch people?
I feel a bit attacked.
Yeah? And what about you?
I actually think some of it might be true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then let's just like go step by step with that. So then we have like some little structure. So is it true that Dutch people eat a lot of bread? And like how often do you like personally eat bread, like per day?
I personally eat it once a day, just in the morning or at lunch, or like switch it off or something.
Okay.
But yeah, usually like bread with cheese or hagelslag.
And for you?
I don't eat bread anymore. I used to eat bread with hagelslag a lot when I was younger, and I loved it with tea and stuff. But now I only eat yogurt, so.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
don't
kinda-
relate to it.
But it's
anymore.
kind of true that Dutch people actually eat
It,
a lot
yeah,
of
it
bread.
is. It is.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
True.
And then when we talk about like phrases and like the most like commonly used words by Dutch people, like, do you think that those are true? And like, which words do you usually use in your daily life, like very, very often?
Do you want to start?
Yeah, I use doei doei because also I know that my international friends love it, so I'm just like doei doei. And it's true that we sometimes sing kind of our words like doei doei, hello.
Yeah,
doei
I
doei,
noticed
you know,
that
like
with the bye bye and hi, like it's always like very.
Yeah.
Like that.
It's very high pitched.
Yeah.
Well, not really a phrase, but I remember when I was in Egypt
Yeah.
that if they knew you were Dutch, they always say like, "Oh, kijken, kijken, niet kopen." So that's a phrase I heard a lot.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And what about the swear words? Because like a few people mentioned the swear words, and like I also personally hear it all the time. I live with 4 Dutch roommates. It's always the godverdomme one.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you usually guys like use that word, or like what is your favorite swear word? Let's say.
I usually say good.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, but my Italian friends are influencing me, so sometimes I'm like cazzo, and then I'm like, where did that come from?
Okay.
But, yeah.
Oh, that's interesting that you're like kind of picking from different cultures and different languages as well. Some like saying it's like a really real international experience, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. And what about you?
I would say godverdomme,
Godverdomme.
but also fuck, but more in a Dutch accent. So fuck.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll be scared if I heard that. I'll be like, all right, I'll make them mad now.
Very
like.
Dutch.
Okay. And what about like accents? Like, are there any stereotypes about like accents? Because I know that in different parts of Netherlands, like people have not the accents, but like how's it called? Certain parts of Netherlands have like different
dialects.
Yeah.
dialects. Yeah, exactly. Like, is there
down.
any stereotypes you heard about the dialects? Maybe.
Like down, it's more like azultike.
Yeah. But there is Frisian, but that's not a dialect, it's a language.
Yeah, okay.
But it's a thing that if you're not from Frisian, then you really hate the language. And if you are from Frisian, then you're very proud. So there is a stereotype of that, but not really from dialects in the Netherlands, only if you're Dutch.
Okay. Because there's always like this beef with Frisian and Dutch people. I don't know
Yes,
what's up with that.
there
Like,
is.
I mean, I know, but like, let's not start this political issue. But just that's interesting for me personally. And then the clothing style and like first, do you think that Dutch guys usually like typically wear like the skinny jeans and like white shirt and gel hair?
But gel hair, I don't know. It's becoming more wavy. I think they're like going back to the 80s a little bit, so it looks good. But yeah, for like white shirt, denim, I think so.
And what do you like? think about it? Like, is it attractive for you guys? Like,
No.
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 Okay.
I like Spanish. Like.
Okay. Well, you heard that all, like, guys. You really should like throw away your skinny jeans because this is illegal. This should be illegal. But okay, yeah. Thank you for that. And you also like, what do you think about the skinny jeans thing?
I hate it.
I
hate it. Like, why? Why
Yeah.
the skinny jeans?
Okay, okay, that's nice that we're on the same page here. And then the girls' fashion, like, is it like blazers, like very colorful pants, and then like the hair clip? Like, do you also have something like that in your wardrobe, let's say?
Well, I have the Dr. Martens
And
I
the blazer.
have the blazer. But colorful, no, I don't have that because
Okay.
it's, I don't know, I don't like it.
I think Dutch style is very minimalistic. It's like just like blazers, of course, and this like flare pants and stuff. But I personally don't like the colorful pants that are flare with
But I also
the patterns. I don't.
I also feel like a lot of students wear those.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of campus here. Like all the
Yeah.
time, it's the student, like the girls that are studying here. Like always this like flowers print, and then it's just a bit like sad to look at
And
that.
also if you're part of a students organization.
Or like 15-year-olds in Holland.
Okay, okay. And is there like any other stereotype that you heard about yourself, like from international students, like personally you?
That they're very direct.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. I personally think I'm a bit less direct because I've lived in America for a little while, so it can kind of like mixed me a bit. But I do say some things sometimes, and then they're like, "Huh?" You know, and then I'm like, "Oh, like this."
Okay, but was it for like talking about your experience in America? Was it for them, for American people? Were you direct for them? Like, how did they?
I've never heard comments about that, but for me, they were very high context. So they were very like I was like, get to the point. You know?
Talking a lot. All right, going around in the circles. Yeah, okay, I see that. And what did you face any stereotypes?
Yeah, I would also say directness. The honesty, most importantly, that you're very honest upfront and direct.
Okay.
That sometimes feels attacked for a person that is not used to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like, do you eat a lot of cheese, or do you live in a windmill? I'm like,
someone said that. Do you live in the middle? What? Like seriously?
Yeah. Do you smoke weed?
Do you?
Oh yeah. How about that? Like it's all the time. Like people are like, oh yeah, probably because I also personally I can say that before I came here I also saw that everyone's constantly high here or something. But then the moment I come here, I see that most of it's internationals who are usually high here. So I don't know.
Yeah. They only come for that here, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's really interesting for me. Like that was pretty cool to know.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for giving us your feedback. And like now at least we know what are the stereotypes, which one are true and which one are not. And I hope you enjoyed the time spent here.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. And thank you so much, our dear viewers, for being with us all this time. I hope you also enjoyed watching this talk show. And leave us likes and comments. Let us know what you think about it. Tell us about the social life in the Netherlands or in Groningen. Tell us if you are dating a Dutch person. And maybe you know some other stereotypes about Dutch people, or like something that you face yourself, or something that you think is not true. We will really appreciate, and we will like be interested to see that. And I hope that after seeing this show, you will be proudly can say, I'm almost a local here. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
I thought it was okay. Yeah. Okay, you can ask me.
No, we can do something else, I think.
Let's see, maybe from this.
Is it like supposed to be like a siege there, right?
Cute. Oh! I'm gonna put that in.
Okay, that's fine. I can also take the other man. I don't know.
Yeah, if you roll it.
Just hold hands.
So now is when the commercial has to go.
Sarah, can we move on?
Because for the next segment, that's one's gonna be switching back.
The biggest shock meeting a Dutch person. Well,
I'm going to read the
out of
questions.
Okay.